What is the number one thing that you can do within your organization that will kill all momentum when it comes to your change management strategy? What is the one thing that you can do? If you don't know what the answer is, then stay tuned. Watch this video to the end. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share any of your comments, especially if this hits home. The number one thing that you can do to kill any momentum with your change management structure is not having a sense of urgency. If urgency is up high and complacency is low, that is where you want to start. If it's flipped and complacency is high and your urgency is low, that's bad news. It's bad news. Nothing's going to happen, because think about it for a second. If you have a vision and a strategy, but you don't communicate that this is urgent, that this is important within the next 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, that something has to change. If you don't communicate that, nothing's going to change, because people are going to be like, yeah, whatever, I got time. Why should I rock the boat on this one? Nothing's worked before, all this kind of stuff. How is this different? You're just going to go fly off on your jet and do whatever you normally do while we, the employees, just continue working. Nothing's going to change. So then they don't do it. Nobody wants to stick their neck out. So how do you create a sense of urgency within your organization? Well, it begins with your communication style in everything that you do. Let's just say, for example, a manager comes in to see you and they're like, you know what? Based on our meeting yesterday, I thought about a couple of ideas, a couple of strategies that I'd like you to consider in order for us to meet our target over the next 6 months, whatever. If you say something like, yeah, let's talk about this next Monday because my calendar is full, that does not create a sense of urgency with the person that you're talking to. This is what you should do instead. Number one thing, don't have your calendar chock full from 7 o'clock in the morning to 5 p.m. Don't make it full. That's crazy. Like, if you open up your calendar and it's packed full, it's ridiculous. It's too much. So instead, what you should do is, if that manager comes up to you and says, hey, I have a strategy, do you have some time over the next 2-3 days to meet? What you should do instead is say, how about now? How about right now? You have my full attention. How long will this take? They say it takes 30 minutes. Done. Close your laptop, turn off your cell phone, whatever it is, put it aside, and then you tell them, let me hear it. That alone will create a sense of urgency second to none. When that manager walks away, he will know that you are on board, especially if you're the CEO, if you're the owner, if you're his supervisor. If you're on board and you create that sense of urgency in all your communication, this will set the tone that you're serious. Another way that you can set the tone for urgency is, let's just say you're having a meeting. One of the things that you can do is send out an email 1 day, 2 days before and say, we're setting time aside for this very important meeting. We need about an hour. It's at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Don't be late. Please reschedule any of your appointments to the afternoon or the next day or whatever, but I need your attention for that 1 hour. So turn off all your phones. Nobody's answering emails, social media, none of that stuff. When you communicate that to your staff, to your organization, they will sense the urgency is pretty high because it starts from the top. If you are in a meeting and someone picks up the phone or somebody's phone rings or that you see them responding to an email while you're carrying on with the presentation and they're like, and they're typing away, that does not create a sense of urgency, and other people will feel that. They're going to smell that in the room. That's not what you want. You want to be able to communicate urgency on all the platforms and every area of communication. If that's in your emails, if that's in your text, if that's in your calendar, it's the way you walk, it's the way you move in and out of a room. You want that throughout your organization. You don't want people showing up late. You don't want people leaving early, all this kind of stuff, because that sets the mood. It sets the mood that you're not serious about changing the organization. So if you got something out of this, let me know in the comments. Feel free to like this video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.